Done, we out the holy all. Get you up in this room right now, and I bet you we make a movie wall. Done, we out the holy all. Done.
No individual single-season stat has been more celebrated than a running back breaking the 2,000-yard rushing barrier. It happens very rarely, and when it does, it becomes a special moment for not just the player, but for the team, fans, the city, and the entire NFL.
If a person runs for 2,000 yards and their team is in as competitive going into the Super Bowl, I just don't know how the that nigga don't win MVP unless the quarterback does something absolutely phenomenal. I think that we giving quarterbacks too many goddamn MVPs, and I'm tired of it.
Seeing that AP vid just makes me sad because he should have been retired, but he was on teams he had no business being on. Why the f was he a Seattle Seahawk?
Because he was running out of money.
Saquon Barkley is the most recent addition to this club after reaching the mark in 2024, and he was rewarded by being put on the Madden cover.
It's a quarterback award now? Yes, that and Heisman. And I know when I say Heisman, people are going to be like, well, we had Devontae win Heisman. Yeah, there has been other people besides the quarterbacks, and also Travis just won this year. But for the most part, it's all goddamn quarterbacks. The MVP, for the most part, is all quarterbacks. It's nasty, all right?
Yo, Trey, I go to Sue. I'm having class presentation soon, and I wanted if you could pop out and speak about the long-term effects of wearing fake jewelry.
Why the f would I know anything about that? Do you know who I am? You say you go to TSU? Who your teacher? Because I got a few connections up there. I'm going to make sure you fail that. Who your teacher? We're going to make sure you fail that.
For its hurdle. Man, EA will do everything except make the game better. For this video, I thought I'd go back and look at every 2,000-yard rusher and
Snitch,
see
you got
how their
them right.
careers went after that
Fake
season.
boss calls.
As of the time of this video,
hey, watch them out.
Players in NFL history have made it into the illustrious 2,000-yard club. To start us off, we got to go to 1973.
A fake boss call is crazy.
Did what no one had
Real
ever
killers
done
on the
before.
field.
This is still easily the craziest one.
Real killers!
The game was more brutal physically, and with 2 less regular season games than everyone else on this list, O.J. Simpson became the first player to ever eclipse the 2,000-yard rushing season. He was 26 at the time. The following year was a surprising step back in production.
Dead ass. O.J.'s 2,000 yards. I'm going to watch the rest of this video. Might be the most impressive. Like he said, the era that he did it in, on top of it, he only did it in 14 games, y'all.
LWVO cheered X200. What's good, Trey? Sorry to interrupt, but AP got his ass whooped in Yo City. The CIA is on a 2015 Golden State Warrior run.
No. That wasn't in Houston that AP got his, that he fought in. We don't have casinos. That wasn't Houston. That was Houston. Let's watch this video.
Production. OJ did play in all 14 games and did lead the league in carries, but he had.
It was like a little bingo room. I know that ain't in the game room. My granny be in game rooms. No way. AP. NFL legend Adrian Peterson gets into a fist fight with a poker player after dispute. This is TMZ. Leads to blows. Okay. It says a shocking scene unfolds back on May the 27th. While Peterson and other players were playing cards at Jack Stars, a social club in Houston, Texas. God. AP, you got to get out of here, bro. It's in 5th Ward. I'm about to look it up. No way he got beat up in 5th Ward, y'all. And if this footage is from May the 27th, why is it just now coming out? That ain't no goddamn 5th Ward. This is over here by Maryland.
Lil Bald has just resubscribed for 19 months.
Had way less.
Trey, you should play Saints Row 2 and see if you change your mind about it.
Well,
if you still think
only
it's
amassing
trash,
just
I'll
over
gift
1100.
5, but if you change your mind, you gift 5.
Okay, I'll be honest. I'll be honest about it.
And the following year would show
You let your granny gamble in that fight club? Hell yeah, my granny hold her home. Look at this speed. No, this is crazy. He is far and away faster than everybody else.
Would show everyone just how talented this guy was.
Ferguson dumps it to O.J. Simpson, and there he goes.
Yo.
K71 just resubscribed for 3 months.
Thank for the sub. Yo. That
For
was
around
crazy.
200 less yards, but he was a much bigger factor in the pass game, which led him to having 2,200.
Hold on, y'all gotta pause first and watch the video.
Trey Watt's good.
And
What up, gang?
almost double the amount of
Thank you for the
total
sub. What up?
touchdowns compared
What up,
to the
KO9?
1973 season.
I appreciate you.
In
Thank
some
you.
ways, this was a more impressive season than his 2,000-yard season.
Yo, this was crazy. Yeah, he didn't go for 2,000 the next year, but he got the passing yards with 7 touchdowns.
OJ went on to have one more season leading the league in rushing before injuries and age caught up to him. And his last season of pro football came in 1979 at the age of 32. When he retired, he was considered the greatest back of his era. Then, after a successful career in acting, this dude's life went drastically downhill.
Yeah.
And now he's more famous for the most notorious murder trial of our lifetimes compared to what he did on the football field. For 11 years, O.J. Simpson remained the only player to reach 2,000 rushing yards in a season. Then, in 1984, he was joined by Eric Dickerson. Eric Dickerson easily has the
You wanna
most
talk about
insane
speed?
start to a career of any running back in league history.
Look
He
at them
first led
glasses.
the NFL in rushing yards as a
Bring back glasses, neck rolls, and Jerry curls.
rookie. Then he set the all-time record the following year, rushing for 2,105 yards. 1984 was just an insane year.
Eric Dickerson hating ass. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Eric Dickerson is definitely a hater when it comes down to somebody passing up his rushing record. And for the longest, I was mad at him for hating. But now that I have grown, do you blame the Be real. I don't want none of y'all bitch ass to pass me neither.
Here in the NFL. This dude did not win MVP because Dan Marino had the greatest passing season in NFL history, while this dude had the greatest rushing season in NFL history. After eclipsing 2,000 yards,
That said my
like
son
OJ,
could break the record.
Dickerson had a
These
no
no.
at the standard he had set, posting career lows across the board. And like OJ, he bounced back the following season, rushing for over 1,800 yards. This meant that he had led the league in rushing 3 of the 4 seasons he played. He would lead the league in rushing one more time with a different team in 1988.
Colts.
And again, like OJ, this dude's career was derailed around the age of 30 due to injuries and just a decrease in ability. Luckily, his post-NFL career is not like OJ. Dickerson was inducted into the Pro Football
Yes,
Hall
sir.
of Fame in 1999 and is considered one of the all-time greats. Now, it's about that time of year where the excitement for next football season begins to build. I can't even
Yeah, something about that don't feel right. I knew it. You started to talk different.
then became the second running back to rush for 2,000 yards.
He started to talk different.
Barry Sanders became the third. Entering his 9th season,
Hey, bro.
Barry had rushed for at least 1,100
Come on,
yards
Barry.
every single year of his career, and he had led the league in rushing 3 times. Then, in 1997, he had achieved his magnum opus.
Speed.
Barry went on to take home co-MVP as he rushed for 2,053 yards on a stunning 6.
Listen, Barry got a co-MVP. Dead ass. I know we don't like Coles. And again, I'm here to tell you, I don't want this. I don't want it. I don't like it. So I know when I say this, people are going to tell me no. But goddamn, even if I don't like it, the shit is right. If y'all going to glaze quarterbacks that goddamn much, make a co-MVP award, my nigga. Fuck. Because how the fuck does Saquon not get considered? How the fuck Saquon win the MVP award the way he was running? This shit's ridiculous.
0.1 yards per carry.
How the fuck Cooper didn't get MVP when he won a Triple Crown? What the fuck is going on? How the fuck when J.J. Watt was doing what he did in Houston, he didn't get MVP? This shit's nuts. Y'all want to just give it to quarterback. Come on, bro.
Perhaps the most stunning fact around this feat wasn't that Barry Sanders reached 2,000 yards in a season, but rather
JJ ass
how
nigga,
short
you
his
don't believe
career
that.
was following the accomplishment. After one more solid season in 1998, Barry shocked everybody by retiring.
Because he a lineman. If an NFL player dominates the way that J.J. Watt dominated that year, I don't give a fuck what position he's in. That's the MVP. You hear me? And you might not know what I mean by that. Go look what he did and go watch some of the games of what he did. To my niggas that was outside, to my niggas that was watching the league, am I lying? And Aaron Donald's in that conversation as well. Aaron Donald's in the conversation absolutely as well.
In the middle of his prime. The response initially was very negative. The thing was, we rarely saw athletes in the midst of their prime, still dominating, decide to retire like this. This was covered.
It's because it's the Lions. The Lions ruined him.
A few years back made about him. Ultimately, the fans came around, and Barry is one of the most beloved former players in the NFL. Now, the NFL world
They did it to
didn't have
Kelvin
wait for long to witness the next 2,000-yard rusher.
Who next? Oh, fuck. Now see his
In
CD.
fact, the following season, it happened again, this time by Terrell Davis. After being drafted as a lowly 6th-round pick, Terrell Davis quickly impressed the coaches and became the starter. And every year, he got better and better. In 1997, while Barry Sanders reached 2,000 yards, Terrell Davis put together a 4-game playoff run that was about as legendary as it gets, averaging 145 yards and 2 touchdowns per game. The following year, he continued to dominate, rushing for 2,000 yards in 1998, and again
Look at these numbers. The motherfucker went, I would love to see the yards at the contact shit. 1,100, 1,500, 1,700. Touchdown numbers just keep going up. 7, 3, and 15. God damn.
to dominate, rushing for 2,000 yards.
Damn! Oh my God.
And again, dominating in the playoffs.
And Terrell again for at least 19 and more than that inside the 10, touchdown Denver.
By this point, Terrell Davis had already put himself in the conversation with the all-time greats.
No cap. Terrell Davis kind of remind me of, I think running backs almost shorter than any other positions. I like, how can I say this? All a running back need is a nice 4 years for us to remember him as one of them niggas. Like, I don't know if any other, I know every other position will probably do the same, but like a good running back, if you got a nice, cold ass 4-year window, we'd be like, man, that nigga was good as fuck, bro. Like,
which
probably
made
tight
the
end.
following seasons
Yeah.
much more heartbreaking. Injuries quickly derailed his career. He only appeared in 17 games from 1999.
Can I try to guess the order? I know I'm gonna be wrong, but I'll try.
Through 2001.
Oh, speaking of that, Runsey gave me
injured
something I
in
want to try
all
to
three
stream.
of
I
those
know
seasons.
I'm about to fuck my
And
football
then
knowledge up.
he made the
we'll try
decision
it.
to retire in 2002. But the NFL did pay respects for what this dude had accomplished during those 4 seasons. Despite how short this dude's career was, he was still made a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Damn, what was that
which
thing
just
Runsey
goes
sent
to
me?
show that if you have 2 unbelievable, incredible seasons with 2 amazing playoff runs, you can be a Hall of Famer. It took just 5 years for the 5th.
Whoa. The next nigga to rush for 2,000. I dead ass don't have an idea. I don't think there's no goddamn Emmett. Then they said it's 5 years after that. Did Falk run for 2,000? I don't think he did. Who?
Player to join this club. This time, it was achieved
Jamal Lewis.
by Jamal Lewis, the Ravens' battering ram during the early 2000s. Jamal Lewis entered the league an early first-rounder and immediately played a pivotal role in the Ravens' Super Bowl run in 2000.
Flock Nation.
3 years later, Lewis
Fuck
had his
Jamal
legendary
Lewis.
2,000-yard season.
Nigga say fuck.
I'd say so.
Shit.
On the cards.
Wait, do I got that? Let me see. This nigga averaged 5.3 yards per attempt. His first 3 years in the league, he's over 4 yards. Well, his first, I'm gonna say his first 3 playing years. He didn't play 2001, but over 4 yards is crazy.
I'd say so. Heavy on the cards. Touchdown.
In Week Week 2 of 2003, Jamal Lewis shredded the Browns for 295 yards. And when he played them again later in the season, he rushed for 205 yards, totaling 500 rushing yards in 2 games against Cleveland that season. After an amazing regular season, the way things ended in the playoffs were rather surprising. Lewis rushed for just 35 yards on 2.5 yards per carry in a loss versus the Titans. He was still a beast power back for the rest of his career, and I was actually a big fan of his. As a Browns fan, when he came to our team in 2007 and dominated, I loved this guy. But what I found surprising was he made just 1 Pro Bowl in his career.
I remember him on the Browns vaguely, like.
And more than half his seasons.
Probably because of Madden though.
Less than 4 yards per carry, or he missed the entire year due to injuries. Now, it took another 6 years for the 6th back to accomplish this feat. And how many
I was gonna say CJ 2K.
yards did he get over 2,000?
This nigga right here isn't running for one of the fastest niggas to ever be in the league. The way that this motherfucker ran, he ruined Madden. You hear me? This nigga was cold.
6. Too many sixes involved with this one. But anyways, Chris Johnson first made a spark when he dropped the fastest 40 in combine.
What time my flight is late, but I haven't packed, so I'm gonna be up all night. Like,
just how fast this guy was.
Look what he did versus us, bro.
And early on, the NFL
then his celebration was so tough. Fuck this nigga, yo.
Learned the hard way just how fast this guy was.
Put D'Amico on the ground. Glover Quinn, you're not catching him.
He achieved the legendary 2,000-yard season. Not only that, he also pulled in another 500 yards through the air. That combined number of yards is still the all-time
did this shit with grills and all, just shining, nigga, like
highest in NFL
cooking.
History, which just went on to show how versatile and explosive this dude was in his prime. And he's the only player on this list to have his 2,000-yard season a part of his nickname, CJ2K.
And on top of that, do not get it fucked up to think this nigga was just a finesse running back. He will put his head down, nigga. Like, don't get it fucked up, bro. This nigga was tough.
After 2009, Chris Johnson didn't put up another season over 1,400 rush yards, but he did eclipse the 1,000-yard mark 4 more consecutive seasons after 2009. It really wasn't until he left Tennessee where his career took a noticeable dip. He played out 2014 to 2017.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie though. Like his last year in Tennessee, well, he averaged 40. He averaged 4 yards a carry. His last year in Tennessee, it just, you can tell he wasn't that same guy. And like when we played them on a schedule, niggas wasn't really too worried about what CJ would do. I don't know what he did versus Texans. Maybe I'll look it up. I think he probably did fry us, but you could just tell he wasn't the same dude. 2013 Texans versus Titans. Final score. Texans beat them. Oh no, he had a good game. He had 25 carries, 96 yards, 4 yards carry. Longest run for 16 yards, no touchdown. All right, let me go to the other game. He had a cool game. Well, that's a good game. Niggas lost though, fuck them. Look at Matt Sharp. Let me look at the rest of this team. Matt Sharp, trash ass. 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Why the fuck was the game close, Matt? We going against Jake Locker. Fuck are you doing? Aaron Foster, all right, game. 19 carries. Damn, Ben Tate? Cooking these niggas. My nigga Hopkins. Hopkins, 7 catches. 117 in the air, 1 touchdown. Dre still doing his thing. 8 catches, 76 yards. No touchdowns, though. Okay. All right, anyways, though. Let's go to the other game. Boom. This is December that same year. Oh, I'm lying. That nigga fried the fuck out of us. Holy shit. 27 carries. 127. 5 yards. Let's round it up in a touchdown. Ooh, that nigga fried us, y'all. That nigga fried us. That nigga fried us. I need to be quiet. Oh, bro. This is injury year, too. Aaron Foster not even here. They got fucking Jonathan Grimes running the damn ball. Lord have mercy. And Matt Sharp, two picks, no touchdowns. Wait a minute. This the same year. No, they benched Jake Locker ass for Tannehill at this point. All right, whatever though.
As a backup before his career came to an end. The best
Asian Snow, Asian Fields. What you talking about?
3 seasons of his career were his first 3. Now, it was just 3 seasons after Chris Johnson's explosive.
It's AP, right? I think the next one's is AP, Derrick Henry, Saquon. Derrick ran for 2,000, right? Or am I tripping? I'll find out.
Explosive year in 2009 that we got the absolutely ridiculous 2012 season by Adrian Peterson.
The greatest season I've seen, because if you factor into it, the nigga came back from an injury, bro.
Peterson came into the league like a freight train that came off the tracks. For 4 straight years to start his career, he was one of the best backs in the NFL.
Yep.
And he continued that trajectory into year 5, but he tore his ACL and MCL late in the 2011 season. Now, anyone who's dealt with a serious knee injury knows just how brutal the recovery can be. An ACL tear alone can take 6 to 12 months to recover, and especially for elite athletes, to come back and be close to the same player that you were is actually pretty rare. But for Adrian Peterson, not only did he come back a better player, it was as if he was a superhuman version of himself.
He's gonna go all the way.
Oh, YouTube, go ahead. NFL took that down.
Peterson put up an eye-popping 131 yards a game on 6 yards a carry. Not
6 yards a carry. Get the fuck out of here.
only did he win comeback.
To my niggas that don't watch football, when we talk about per carry, right? You have 4 downs to get a first down. Okay? It's 10 yards to get that first down. A good running back, when we say he's good, you're getting 4 yards a carry. And why is that good? Because, nigga, you do 4 plus 4 plus 4, nigga, I'm over that goddamn first down. All right? So if a nigga is getting 6 yards per carry, you get this nigga the ball 2 times, it's the fucking first down. That 6 yards is crazy.
Player of the year, he also won MVP. After that, Peterson continued to excel for a few more seasons, including when he led the league in yards and
3.5, yeah, obviously, yeah. 3.5, you cooking, you doing good, but like, you know a nigga having a cold season when like, he averaging 4 carry, bro. And it's not no nigga that's, he got 60 carries on the year. You got 150 plus, 150 carries plus when you over 4 cooking.
touchdowns in 2015. But other than that, his career post-2012 is more known for 2 things. Number 1, he's had off-the-field issues.
Yeah.
Obviously, in 2014, he was suspended most of the season due to child abuse charges.
Yep.
And then his post-NFL career has been pretty rough. He's dealt with law issues. It's been a tough time for this guy. And the second thing is, this dude really was going to play until they would not let him play anymore. The dude spent 2017 to 2021 on 6 different teams. And other than 2018 and 2019, where
I'm about to say, hey, his Redskin run, I don't know what the numbers looking like. I don't want to say underrated. It was a solid run though. Let me look it up. Maybe he'll say it. Man, get this shit off my screen, bro. Thank God I don't gotta look at shit like this no more. And I don't hate Matt Sharp, but look at this shit. Texans fall to the Titans. Well, pick number 1. Go fuck yourself, Matt Sharp. Sorry. All right. Hold up.
did pretty well for Washington, it was mostly not that great. By the end, he wasn't effective at all. Now, in terms of his play on the field in his prime, everyone who witnessed it will remember just how special that 2012 season was.
Fuck the 20. I don't need, when I think of him, I don't think of how special that season was. I think, yo, this nigga was good. Like, one of the most talented running backs I've ever seen, period. All right, boom. Here's the stats. Redskins year or Commander year. Full screen. Wait, let me see. Shouldn't that crazy? They be having them ads. All right, boom. Here we go. Fuck Samsung, nigga. All right, played 15 games. He had 211 carries, almost 900 yards, 4 yards to carry, 5 touchdowns, right? It's touchdowns. This is a very fucking good year. That's a damn good year.
By this point, you really begin to notice some of the weird coincidences that are popping up. It took 5 years for the 5th running back to join this club. And it took 6 years for the 6th back to do the same. And crazy enough,
yes,
8 years after Adrian Peterson's 2012 season, the 8th running back to achieve this feat was Derrick Henry.
This big motherfucker got no business playing goddamn running back.
In 2019, Henry had officially achieved superstar status after leading
he's
the
a
league in
fucking
rushing
creative
attempts,
player,
yards,
y'all.
and touchdowns. Then he put together that spectacular 3-game playoff run.
That's what she said. You a freak.
This all set the stage for that epic.
Stop showing us.
Breaking free, 20, off to the races. They won't catch him. Touchdown.
His rise from second.
Yeah, Reed, you ain't want to catch him, but you want to go to the Chiefs and win a fucking Super Bowl. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Piece of shit. I ain't gonna lie. I hate it when we let him go because I knew the nigga was gonna go to another team and cook. Man, this nigga was one of the most valuable pieces on that Chiefs defense. Man, I hate seeing shit like that.
Pick
I hated it, nigga.
Work out.
No
the
cap,
best back
bro.
in the NFL was incredible. And in 2021, Henry was projecting to
Justin
finish
Reed, Justin Reed, nigga.
another legendary season, but he got injured after 8 games. He was on pace for over 1,800 yards and 20 touchdowns. Due to Derrick Henry's size and just how much of a workload this dude had from high school through college and through the pros to that point, people began to wonder
appreciate
how much
y'all.
he had
Watch
left
out,
in the
nigga.
tank. After all, being as big as he was and the physical nature of the way he played the game, you just had to wonder.
I thought he was done. I said, I'm not gonna lie, potentially, I think he might be cooked. And I was like, yeah, I just don't think he's gonna have a good season, bro. I think he might be cooked. Yeah, I was dead wrong about Henry.
And turns out he was
Eric
just
Reed
getting
was legit.
started.
Eric Reed was
After
tough.
recovering from his 2021 injury.
What? That
Henry-
nigga was one of the best safeties in the league before the Danilo incident happened. Nigga, what? Eric Reed was crazy.
He led the league in carries again in 2022 and 2023, and he went on to have excellent Pro Bowl seasons in those years. Then, in one of the most anticipated signings of the 2024 offseason, Henry joined forces with Lamar Jackson in Baltimore, and this proved to be a deadly combination.
Henry's off and running. He's got 100 plus, and he's got his second touchdown. King Henry.
With the
And like, I think he's gonna have another. The nigga almost ran for 2,000 again. I do think he's gonna have another, but this is on 17 games though. That do change something. I think he's gonna have another great season because I really underestimated how much the gravity of like Lamar Jackson when it comes down to defenses benefits this nigga. So many of his rushing lanes was open because they thought Lamar was gonna take the ball.
best situation of his career, Henry at the age of 30 put up the highest yards per carry of his career, and he nearly became the first player ever to reach 2,000 yards for a second time. It's worth noting that it would have been a 17-game season, but still. Even after that amazing regular season, Henry was even better in the playoffs, averaging 135 yards a game and 6.4 yards per carry, which makes it that much more heartbreaking that they didn't get him the ball more in that game versus Buffalo.
The King giving you 200. See you week 5. Yo, no chill. Well, I'm not gonna lie. You are my least favorite Raven fan because I still remember the time when you was just so fucking unrealistic. I hate this nigga No Chill Will when it comes down to talking about football. Now, Will been around for a long time. We talking about OG. That's my dog, but he is my least favorite fucking Raven fan. He make me want to hate the Ravens.
Anyways, Derrick Henry is the first player in this video that's still active in the NFL. And at age 31, who's to say that he doesn't repeat and get his second 2,000-yard season of his career? After all, he's in the best situation of his career.
Who's your favorite? I don't got one, nigga. Know what you looking for, nigga.
And it seems like Father
Get no
Time's
credit around
not
here.
catching up to him yet, so I guess we'll see. Now, Henry may have fallen just short of 2,000 yards in 2024, but Saquon Barkley
Yes,
was
sir!
able to pull it off in one of the most impressive seasons by a running back many of us have ever seen.
Definitely up there with my. Honestly, AP 1, Saquon 2. CJ 2K3. As seasons that I've watched, this Saquon season was nuts.
Takes Barkley out of the backfield. Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first down.
I don't know many running back. I don't know many plays in NFL history better than this. I'm standing on it. I don't give a fuck.
Barkley out of the backfield. Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first
Are you fucking crazy?
down. Chipping up in the air to the 30.
He reached the 2,000-yard mark in 16 games and averaged a ridiculous 5.8 yards per carry. But beyond this, he truly saved his best for last.
Stop it, bro. Y'all don't want to give credit until 40 years later. You telling your kids, yeah, that shit was hard. That was amazing. But we just dead ass seen a nigga jump over a nigga backwards in the NFL. That's one of the best plays in NFL history. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You're tripping. All right. Now, I was about to get ready to make another statement, but I forgot what you said.
Playoffs, where he put up just a yard shy of 500 rushing yards in 4 games, and he made multiple game-breaking plays that helped.
Oh yeah, bro, this nigga's stats could have been better. He was very unselfish this year, y'all. It was games that he told them to take him out early so Gainwell can get yards. This nigga's stats could have been better.
Reach and win the Super Bowl. I mean,
God, I hate
he
this
have the
nigga.
yards and production, but he has the craziest play any of us have seen in recent memory with the backwards hurdle. And like Derrick Henry, this dude proves that it really matters who's
But they had the
around you
fans
as a
yelling,
team,
"Give it to
because
Gainwell!" Like,
he was not doing this kind of production in New York.
I mean, he was cooking in New York too, but at the same time, he didn't have that offensive line though. He didn't have the talent around him. Like, he had the talent. Now you can't just focus on me all the time. But when you was going into the New York Giants stadium, you knew all we got to do to try to get this game on offense, stop Saquon. It's hard to do. You see him running for his goddamn fuck the yards. You see him averaging his 5 yards carry, 4.6. Got hurt this year, 3.7. He gonna get his games. He gonna have a great game. It's hard to stop him. But nigga, the gameplay was, stop him, we win. Nigga, that wasn't there with the Eagles. You can stop Saquon, but you still got to deal with the rest of the damn talent that they got.
He did have a couple good seasons, but nowhere near what he did in 2024. So anyways, Saquon is currently 28 years old. And alongside Derrick Henry, he's in one of the best situations in the NFL. As a fan of seeing history, I'm cheering for both of these guys to pull off the improbable 2,000-yard season for a second time.
Get into the eye here. Henry's sweet spot right off the gut. Derrick Henry running for the end zone. He's in. Here's Barkley. A little shovel. Looking for an edge. Gets it. Saquon Barkley. First down. Barkley. Oh! Saquon. Touchdown.
Tell me, next question. Who do y'all think in the current NFL could potentially be the next 2,000-yard rusher? I'm so glad y'all got the same mind as me. I swear to God, I Googled it. I think this nigga could be next. Now, obviously, we don't know if he'll do. 2,000 yards is rare, and I know we almost got 2 last year, but we're not going to start to act like it's common. We're not. So if he go his whole career without getting it, that don't mean he's not a failure. Come on. I know no one's saying it, but I'm going to just state it. But motherfucker, when you watch this nigga play, Jamar Gibbs is crazy, bro.
Yeah. I lose a bitch and get a whole new batch. RS heats up in the feeling like a hardcore match. You think you different, but you match your match. I had to leave the bitch alone. I had to start off from scratch.